Welcome to NeoEnglish. Today's topic is about a new Android feature for battery health, but only for the newest Pixel phones.
That's right. Google is testing something called a battery health indicator. Oh, let's explain that. A battery health indicator tells you how good your phone's battery condition is now. For example, it can show if your battery is strong or if it's getting weak and needs to be replaced.
This is useful because if your battery is weak, your phone can turn off suddenly or need to be charged all the time. For example, maybe your phone battery goes from 100% to 10% very fast, or the phone shuts off even though it says 20%. That means your battery health is bad.
So, what's interesting in the news? Well, Google says this new feature is only available for the new Pixel 8a, Pixel 9, and even newer phones. Not for older devices like Pixel 8 or before.
That might sound confusing, right? Let us make this simple. Google is making new phones with new software. This software, called Android 16, has the battery health indicator, but it doesn't work on old phones. For example, if you have a Pixel 7, you won't get the new battery feature. Or if you bought a Pixel 8, you also don't get it.
For many people, this is disappointing. Maybe you bought your Pixel only a year ago, and now you don't get the new feature. That can feel unfair. For example, you might feel bad if you see your friend using the new feature and you cannot.
Google says it is infeasible to support the feature on older phones. Let's explain the word infeasible. Infeasible means not possible, or cannot be done. For example, it's infeasible to run a marathon with a broken leg, or it's infeasible to fit a big bus in a small garage.
Very clear. So, Google says the battery health indicator is infeasible for older Pixels. Maybe the hardware or parts inside the old phones don't support this feature. Or perhaps the technology is too new for old devices.
Let's review some vocabulary and phrases from this news. First, battery health indicator. This is a tool or a menu in your phone that shows your battery's condition. You can use it by saying, "I checked my battery health indicator, and my battery is still good." Or, "The battery health indicator says my phone needs a new battery."
Next, we learned infeasible. Remember, it means not possible. For example, it is infeasible to ice skate on grass. Or, it is infeasible to use a modern app on a very old phone.
We also talked about feature. A feature is something new or special in a product. For example, the latest phone has a new camera feature. Or, this app's best feature is voice translation.
And the word testing. In this news, Google is testing the new battery health indicator. Testing means trying something new to see if it works. For example, my teacher is testing a new way to teach English. Or, this restaurant is testing a new dish.
Let's retell the story simply, using our new vocabulary. Google is testing a new feature called a battery health indicator in Android 16. This feature tells you about your phone's battery health. But it only works on the newest phones like the Pixel 8a and Pixel 9, and not on older Pixel phones. Google says it is infeasible or not possible to put this feature on old phones because it needs new technology.
One more way to understand. Imagine you have an old car and there is a new radio, but it doesn't work in old cars. Only new cars can use this new radio. The company says it is infeasible to put the radio in old cars. Just like Google's new battery health feature is for new phones only.
Let's recap the vocabulary. Battery health indicator, feature, infeasible, and testing.
And our phrases, not possible, works on newer devices, and Google is testing. Try to use these in your own sentences. For example, it's not possible to get the battery health indicator on my old phone. Or, Google is testing a new feature.
If you don't want to miss more simple news and new vocabulary every day, subscribe to NeoEnglish.
Thank you for learning with us today.
See you next time.